Barnaby Joyce was on Q&A last night. He was booed by a rowdy ABC crowd. He was asked whether Australia was mature enough to hold a referendum to enshrine an Indigenous advisory body in the Constitution. Here is Barnaby Joyce last night.
Barnaby Joyce, do you agree that we're really bad at doing this?
I think that this is probably one of the most divisive things that has come into my area and regional area in my political history.
Who's responsible for that division?
Well, the people who wrote the question, and it's just no matter what happens, you're asking a range of things. You're asking two people who were born in the same hospital, went to the same primary school, went to the same high school, live in two houses beside one another in a regional town, that one apparently has access to two fields in the federal parliament and one has access to one. And they say, why is that the case? Why are you doing this on...
One minute. Let's just be respectful.
You've got that attitude. When other people out there hear it, it resonates why they're angry about this.
But there's not a two spots in the parliament.
But if a person's Caucasian or if they're Asian or if they're Indian, they're not part of the voice. So there is a difference on race. And a lot of people find that noxious in 2023 that we're bringing back into the Constitution a racial clause.
What about that? So Barnaby rightly described the referendum as one of the most divisive things that have come into my area, my regional area. You heard that in political history. And you heard from him, he said, no matter what happens, you're asking two people, it was good analogy this, two people who were born in the same hospital, went to the same primary school, went to the same high school, living in two houses beside one another in a regional town, that one apparently has access to two fields in the federal parliament and one has access to one. And they say, why is that the case? Why are you doing this? Well, his audience started to boo. But Barnaby was unnerved and he made the perfectly valid point. He said, see, when you've got that attitude, they're all booing. When other people out there hear that, it just resonates why they're angry about this. Barnaby was unruffled. He said, you heard that. If a person, very good point this, is Caucasian, or if they're Asian, or if they're Indian, then they're not part of the voice. It's a difference on race, he said. And a lot of people find that noxious in 2023, that we're bringing back into the Constitution a racial clause. Well done, Barnaby Joyce, but it's the same old story, isn't it? The yes case can't debate, they just boo. No wonder we find most New South Wales voters are now supporting the no campaign, and only 31% of Australians expect the yes vote to succeed.